Satan arose upon Israel, and he moved David to count Israel. David said to Joab and to the princes of the people, "Go and count Israel from Beersheba until Dan. Bring me word so that I may know their number." Joab replied, "May the Lord add to his people 100-fold of whatsoever they may be, my lord the king. Are they not all servants to my lord? Why does my lord request this? Why should this become guilt for Israel?" But the king's word prevailed over Joab, and Joab went forth and walked throughout Israel and came to Jerusalem. Joab gave the number of the census of the people of David. In all Israel were 1,000,000, and 100,000 men who draw the sword. Judah was 470,000 men who draw the sword. But Levi and Benjamin he did not count among them, because the word of the king was repugnant to Joab. Now God was displeased because of this thing, and he smote Israel. David said to God, "I have sinned greatly in that I have done this thing, and now please put aside the iniquity of your servant, for I was very foolish." And the Lord spoke to Gad, David's seer, saying, "Go and speak to David, saying, So said the Lord, 3 things I offer you, choose one of them. I shall do it to you." And Gad came to David, said to him, "So said the Lord, choose which you will, either 3 years of famine, or 3 months in which you will be destroyed by your enemies, and the sword of your enemies will overtake you, or 3 days of the sword of the Lord, pestilence in the land, and the angel of the Lord destroying throughout the boundary of Israel. And now consider what I should reply to him who sent me." David said to Gad, "I am greatly oppressed. Let me fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great, but into the hand of man let me not fall." So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel, and there fell from Israel 70,000 men. God sent an angel to Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he destroyed, the Lord saw and regretted the evil, and he said to the destroying angel, "It is enough now, stay your hand." And the angel of the Lord was standing by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David lifted his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord standing between the earth and the sky, with a drawn sword in his hand extended over Jerusalem. And David and the elders, covered with sackcloth, fell upon their faces. And David said to God, "Did I not say to count the people? Then I am the one who has sinned, and I have committed evil. But these sheep, what have they done, O Lord my God? I beg that your hand be against me and against my father's house, but not against your people." For a plague. And the angel of the Lord said to Gad to say to David that David should go up to erect an altar to the Lord in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. David went up according to the word of Gad that he spoke in the name of the Lord. Ornan returned and saw the angel, and his 4 sons who were with him hid themselves, and Ornan was threshing wheat. And David came to Ornan, and Ornan looked and saw David, and he went forth from the threshing floor, and he bowed down to David with his face to the ground. And David said to Ornan, "Give me the place of the threshing floor, so that I may build thereon an altar to the Lord. Give it to me for the full price, so that the plague be stayed from the people." And Ornan said to David, "Take for yourself. May my lord the king do what seems good in his eyes. See, I have given the cattle for burnt offerings, and the threshing tools for firewood, and the wheat for a meal offering. I have given everything." King David said to Ornan, "No, for I will buy it for the full price. For I will not take what is yours for the Lord, and offer up burnt offerings for nothing." David gave to Ornan for the place shekels of gold weighing 600. David built an altar there to the Lord, and he offered up burnt offerings and peace offerings, and he called out to the Lord, and he answered him with fire from heaven on the altar of the burnt offerings. And the Lord commanded the angel, and he returned his sword to its sheath. At that time, when David saw the Lord had answered him at the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, he sacrificed there. And the tabernacle of the Lord which Moses made in the desert, and the altar of the burnt offerings at that time, were in the high places in Gibeon. But David could not go before it to inquire of God, because he was frightened by the sword of the angel of the Lord.